Driving south down I-65 from Birmingham, I headed west on Alabama Highway 25 to the Talladega National Forest.
Well, it's Friday. It's about 6 o'clock p.m. The GPS says that we're going to arrive there at 6:56, and sunset is at 7:10. So I really wanted to get away and get there before the sun went down so I could see to park. I'm just happy to be able to get back out on the road. It's been a while. We're passing through the small town of Montevallo right now. Montevallo is a college town, University of Montevallo here. It's really a neat little town. But yeah, we're gonna be headed out, me and Oreo here. Looking forward to checking out this campground. I've wanted to try it for a while. I'll check in with you when we get a little bit closer.
My destination is the Payne Lake Recreational Area. Now, if you've watched some of my previous videos, you'll know that I have visited the Talladega National Forest several times. The National Forest is actually two different areas. There's one in the east where the taller mountains are, Cheaha State Park, as well as Talladega County and the famous racetrack. However, there is another area in the western half of the state, and that's where Payne Lake is located, within the Okmulgee Wildlife Management Area. It's about 35 miles south of Tuscaloosa. There are two campgrounds here, the east side, which is primitive camping, and the west side, which has a few sites with electric hookups, and all of them have water but no sewer. I wanted to stay on the east side, which were $6 per night, and with my America the Beautiful pass, that made it $3. You can't book online, so make sure to bring cash. I cut it close here. I arrived just at sunset. Turning right at the lake leads you over the spillway and to the east side, but when I got there, the gate was locked. So I had to turn around and go back over and try to find a spot on the west side. I happened to be here during turkey hunting season, and the west side was almost full. I finally found a site on the lakeside and got set up for the night. Well, I am hanging out here at the Payne Lake campground. Forgot to bring coffee. I really can't function without coffee. I have to have it. I get a headache. I searched online for a grocery store, and there was a little small store about 3 miles from here. It was really just kind of a gas station. They had a few little minor grocery items, but I managed to pick up a Walmart ground coffee. It's only a month expired, so, you know, it could be worse. I'm making some little breakfast sausages. Now that I'm feeling a little bit better, I'm getting hungry. I didn't expect there to be as many people here as there are. Currently, it's turkey season here in Alabama, in this wildlife management area. I talked to the camp host. He said they closed yesterday, and they're going to do some renovation, and they're going to open up in a week. So, just my luck, I happened to be here when they closed the primitive camping. This is not really that much more than primitive camping. This only has water at this site, although it costs $6 a night. That's my price. That's with the America the Beautiful pass. as you go along, we'll probably go over to the other side and do a little bit of birding. I'm in a section here where there are mostly a lot of tent campers. Further down here, there are some sites with electric and water. They're all completely taken up. When I took this one, there might have been 3 empty spots. I honestly expected this place to just be empty, and I expected the other side to be open. But, you know, if I had known about turkey season, I might have gone somewhere else, but, you know, it's really not too bad. What is it, Oreo? Do you think you deserve some sausage? Okay. I'm not going to eat all this sausage in this sitting. I just put it here for, I'll probably eat about half of it and then save the other for breakfast tomorrow. But yeah, the caffeine is starting to make me feel a little bit better. I might get the bike out, put Oreo in the backpack, and maybe cruise around to the other side and then explore a little bit. So I've augmented the rooftop solar on the Oliver to this external panel. This panel I got off of Amazon. It is 120 watts. It did not come with a charge controller. So what I had to do was get this. This is a Renogy Voyager charge controller. So the solar panel has a cable that has this multi-connector end on it. So I just chose one of them, which is this kind. This is called an XT60. So I ordered some ends, some pigtails for the XT60 that I could wire in. The Voyager controller only accepts bare wires. So I have the XT60 connector on the panel side, and then I have this other connector, which is called a SAE, which is also a ZAMP connector. The ZAMP connector, then I've got an extension cable there that comes around and goes into the solar connector here on the Oliver. I could have used any one of the 4 connectors that panel has, but I just chose the XT60 because it looked like it was a little bit more bulletproof. And the only downside was having to purchase the connector and the cabling and the pigtails and all that stuff in order to get this 120 volt or 120 watt panel to work. But it works pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll give you a few more details on it in just a minute, and also a cost breakdown. So there's a little bit of sunlight coming at a pretty severe angle here. So my rooftop solar is not really getting a whole lot. It has been in shade, and the external panel has also been in shade, but it is directly facing the sun compared to the rooftop panels, which are flat. Now, rooftop panels are 400 watts, and this one is 120 watts. So I'll tell you the details. Solar panel is called a 12C van, and I'll put a link to that if you're interested. I don't have an affiliate link or anything, so So the panel was regularly $179.99, and there was a coupon on Amazon for $40 off. So the panel cost me $139.99. Then the Renogy charge controller, that was a 10 amp model, which was enough for that panel. I could have spent another maybe $9 and gotten a 20 amp version. I probably should have done that. That way I could get another panel and piggyback them or chain them. But I was trying to do it as cheaply as possible, so that Renogy charge controller was $34.99. And then I had to get some adapters, some of those pigtails, and a cable, extension cable. So all together, and that includes the SAE adapter, a small pigtail for the SAE to bare wire that I could wire into the Renogy, and then that XT60 pigtail that allowed the panel to plug into the Renogy. That all those cables and adapters were $22.98, which makes the total for this external system $197.96. Now this is in April of 2024. So, and I also have a little quote here from Lao Tzu: "Those who try to outshine others dim their own light." So I thought that was a good quote, so I made a note of it here. So that's the bottom line on the solar stuff. It's bringing in enough now that I can basically run the refrigerator with no drain on the battery. I'm going to move it around a little bit later this afternoon, but for now I'm probably gonna get things cleaned up a little bit, clean up from breakfast, and then we'll head over to the other side of the lake and do a little bit of bird watching. And when I say we, I mean both of us headed on the bike. Well, there's the gate. I went around that gate. The boat launch is there off to the right. So the section I'm in now is the primitive area, which is closed this weekend. Gonna do a little exploring, and maybe I'll come back and be able to stay over here on this side. It's kind of steep over here. I'm huffing and puffing, climbing up these hills. Well, this is one of the sites over on the primitive side, and oddly enough, seems to be a power outlet here, and also maybe sewer. I don't know. Maybe this is meant for camp host on the primitive side. Well, this area looks like it's being cleared out. A lot of new picnic tables and tent spots for sure. I don't know how well it would be to try and camp over here with a travel trailer, but it looks pretty nice. There's looks like a vault toilet over there. Well, this is the road around the primitive area. You can see it's like some trees are down. I don't know if they're blown down or what. And then back here, road goes around. That's Payne Lake down there.
So this is the swimming area over here. It's kind of roped off. Got a bathhouse. And then the camping area is down here. And if you have good eyes, you might be able to spot the Oliver right there. I'm coming. Don't get in there. That's muddy. Okay, you can drink some ditch water. Can't be that dirty. So this site is all the way at the very end of the primitive section, and I think the Oliver would fit in this space. I could park on one side, park the truck on the other. And then down there it has a little pad and a picnic table. And it's right here by the lake. And here's one more view, if you can spot it. There's the Oliver. So there's a little roped off swimming area down there. On this side, this is the primitive side. Oh, those guys over there are fishing. They're standing right next to each other, but I can hear them all the way over on this side. Oh no, I was wrong. That guy. Can hear him. Can hear him from all the way over here. We're back up here towards the beginning of the primitive camping area. This road goes down quite a ways to the boat launch, but this is the exit, I guess, and down that way. It's where I left my bike. You can tell I've got my super fancy carrier there, which is a cardboard box bungeed to the back. But this area is closed, so there was no danger of anyone coming along and stealing my bike. I don't think anyone is coming back up in here at all. All right, so there's my get up, my gravel bike, and I've got the cardboard box attachment. And Oreo is about to get back in the backpack. So I'll be pedaling with her in my backpack and all my gear in that box. Okay, my cardboard box is attached. Puppy is in the back, so it's time to hit the road.
As I came back towards the entrance, I ran into Dan, who was making a sculpture from a cut-off pine tree.
I'm going to take this corner off a bit. This is where we're getting into the more delicate work, right?
Yeah.
At first it was just hacking it.
Mostly just getting rid of stuff.
Yeah, now it's stand back, have a little look. And if I screw up, it's just, go to plan B. It's just the heart, and the gentleman who runs the park here, Ranger Ron, he asked me, there's a couple ladies that they spread their ashes in this lake at one time, last year I believe. So he asked me to write something here for them, so that's what this face is for, towards the lake.
Oh, that's cool.
Right here it's a knot. I don't want to break that well. But chainsaw will clean that up.
What's your name, man?
My name's Dan.
Steve.
Steve, how's it going, Steve? Where are you from, brother?
Birmingham.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah.
I'm from Northern Ontario, Canada.
Oh, cool. One of the things I want to do, I want to go up, do a tour around Lake Superior, go up into Canada.
Yeah, beautiful. As long as you go in the summertime, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, right? Yeah.
So do you go back and forth?
Yeah, I have a seasonal business back home. I opened my business in May till it starts snowing. So and then last year I decided I'm not retiring. So I decided this is my retirement, 4 months a year. It's either that or just, you can only sit by a campfire so long, right?
Yeah.
Only go for so many walks. Well, I could go for more walks, I guess. It's all right.
Yeah, it's good to have a purpose for sure.
Yeah, I've been, I don't know, actual hours working on this so far. Actual what I'm doing might be 6, 7 hours. Even though I've been hanging out here probably for about 25 or 30. Yeah. Have a beer break once in a while, eh, brother?
You're not on a schedule.
Yeah, and with the chainsaw, you can't go as long as you'd like, because once your arms start getting tired, you start making mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I feel like I want to keep going, but once the arm, you start making mistakes like this and stuff, right? So I can only go with the chainsaw for about 10, 15 minutes at a time. For anybody watching, safety glasses are probably required.
Well, it's getting a little bit late. It's time for dinner. And I have a Steve burger. I just fried it on the stove. But it's going to be good, I can tell. Got some tomato on there, got a little Swiss cheese. Yum. And also I have a Trim Tab Brewing Company Premium Lager. This is the Gravitational Nectar. It's going to be good. I looked at onX Maps and saw there was a trail that started here at the end of a gravel road you could go down from the campground. From there I was able to find a very overgrown trail that had an old boardwalk over a bog area. Then turning south I could head out to the point to see if I could find the eagles. So this is a long since abandoned boardwalk that is on the northern end of Payne Lake. I think it was apparently the Forest Service did it. There's a little placard there about water filtration, but it's pretty treacherous. I had a hard time finding the beginning of the trail from the road, a little gravel road back there. It's really overgrown and you can't really find the beginning of it, but onX Maps said it was here. So I searched around and sure enough, here it is. So once you get off the boardwalk, you see there's a red blaze over there. we're walking on the ground again. And here, I believe, is that other trail. If you notice over there, there's an orange blaze. And then going around this way, there's an orange blaze there falling on the ground. So I believe this direction is that trail. Yep, I can see another blaze up there in the distance, an orange one. So we'll go down that way. Even though there's not much of a trail, you can definitely see where it goes from the blaze markings off into the distance. Yeah, onX says that there's another trail leading off to the left here, but I really don't see any sign of it or any blazes or anything. But I'm still seeing red blazes here on this, I guess, trail, you could call it, sort of. Very disused. I don't think people have been out here for a long time. Getting close to the lake here, there's a boggy area over here to the right that connects with the lake. But onX says we can keep going. There's another blaze up there. Well, we're out here towards the end. That's a bald eagle. There's definitely bald eagle out there. I hope I was able to get that on video. I'm gonna go a little further out on this point and see if I can get a good vantage point. I'm gonna switch lenses on my camera and see if I can get a good telephoto shot. But still following the blazes out here. Yeah. It's cool. Oh, not here on the point of the lake. There's a swampy area over here on this side. There's also a bog over here on this side. I've taken so many pictures of this bald eagle. I was gonna see if I might get some video. Well, I think I've had my fill of bald eagles. I think I spotted two of them. One landed in a tree over this way, and then I saw another one flying out over the lake. There's a view of the lake back there, right out on this point. I would say it's nice out here, but it's very overgrown. It's if you come out here, definitely want to make sure you wear long pants, a lot of sticker bushes, and keep your eyes open for the blazes because the trail is not that obvious. You can see here, that's the trail there, but that's probably the best looking trail that I've seen on my way out here. Way out here at the end of this trail, you'll notice there's a bench. So if you make it this far, you've got a place to sit down. You might be able to spot my campground right there. There's the Oliver on the other side of the lake. Well, I overshot the turn to come back down here. This is the boardwalk, but I went too far that way. Had to backtrack a little bit. But now we're definitely in the swampy area. This water is flowing in this direction. It's flowing this way, out of the lake. So there's a view back up towards the lake that way. I will say, if you come out here, I mean, if these, you can see the condition of, I mean, how much water there is. If this boardwalk was not here, even in as bad a shape as it is, you wouldn't be able to get across these, I mean, without wearing your hip waders,
because there's quite a bit of water, and I imagine there's been a rain. It's almost impassable. So this is the worst section, really. It's right at the end of this road. It's a bridge, and the bridge is not too bad. I mean, obviously it's all really bad, but when you get close to this end, it's rotted, and someone's put a board there you can walk down. And then when you get to the end of this boardwalk, really the only way out is to walk along this fallen pine tree. But the road is right up there, so not too bad. So I'm here, and I have my Wi-Fi hotspot in the Oliver. But what I'm using for security camera, instead of putting the camera somewhere on the trailer itself, if you know what you're looking for, you can see I have a little security camera right there, and it's an Arlo. It connects to the Wi-Fi in the camper and uploads to the cloud. If it sees any motion, it notifies me on my phone or on my watch. So, and you can go right into the app and get a live view of what the camera is seeing. So it's pretty cool. All I have to do is just find a little spot somewhere around wherever I'm camping to aim the camera and put it so that it's not obviously sitting out, so like that one is, you know. And the black is stealth, of course. There's getting to be about lunchtime. I might have something for lunch, and then we're gonna need to pack up and head out. When I first got here at Payne Lake Friday, I was a little disappointed because of all the people that were here. They've mostly seemed to have all gone away. Well, I say all, there's a few. There's a tent over there and a couple of other campers next to me. But it's a really neat place. I wish I could have stayed here a little bit longer, but over that way, that's the point that I was at when I was spotting the bald eagles. And from down there at the lakeshore, you could probably see them.
Now, I was not aware that flying a drone at Payne Lake required a special permit until after I had captured this video. So my apologies to the Forest Service. Even though the east side was closed and the campground was at capacity, I still really enjoyed getting out and visiting Payne Lake. If you are ever in this area in Alabama, I definitely recommend a visit. And if you enjoy my travels, please consider subscribing to the channel. It costs nothing, and I'd really appreciate it. And once again, thanks for watching.